Tell us why you originally applied to be a part of Survivor Bloomsburg Season 3 this year.
Originally it was just to just kind of meet people, being a freshman and coming in from just high school, not knowing anyone, like new area and stuff like that. So mainly just to meet people.
In episode 1, the first activity was the island hopping. You had 30 seconds to get trios standing into various hula hoops. How did you feel about your original trio that you formed with Austin and Kocher?
I felt great about them, especially Kocher, especially since me and her kind of made it pretty far down the line in Yukari. Austin, he was a pretty cool guy too, but unfortunately we had to vote him off pretty early on. But me and Kocher were able to stick together through Yukari a little bit, and I had a little alliance going on there, so that was good.
In episode 1, your trio did not get chosen to either Bonobo or Gibbon. Instead, all remaining trios end up forming the third team, Ukari. How did you feel about that team?
At first, initial impressions was a little shaky, because you get put together with a group of like the people who didn't get selected, kind of, and it's rough. But I feel like we made it work, and towards the end it started to break down a little bit.
In episode 2 on the quad, we saw you climbing the tree to grab the cube bags for your team like a monkey. Tell us about that leap of faith and what you enjoyed about the challenges that night.
That night was especially great. That was one of my favorite nights. I really enjoyed all the challenges there. Initially it was just like, I don't know, I wasn't even thinking, I was looking around, I saw the bag, I saw it was really high up, and I was like, oh, I climb trees a lot. I don't know. So I saw the bag and I was like, oh, I could grab that just by jumping up, grab this, and climb my way up there. I don't know, it felt nice though.
In episode 3, Ukari had to go to tribal council 3 times. Describe how that felt and how you all made those decisions.
It was really unfortunate, just because I feel like the games didn't fit how our team played, which that's fine. It's just we couldn't adapt quick enough. And it was really unfortunate voting off everyone that we had to, because they were all like cool people.
In episode 3, what did you enjoy most about being at the rec center for the competitions?
What I enjoyed most was probably like experiencing like the little racquetball rooms. I don't know, I felt like that was a really cool challenge, and it was kind of enjoyable. I've never been in there before. And also that back room, the back gym, that was cool too, because I've also never been in there, and I didn't realize there was this big open space in the back of the rec center, so that was kind of cool to experience and see.
By the time you got to episode 4, back in the ballroom, did you have any alliances that you had created since episode 1 had filmed? And if so, with whom?
Well, since episode 1, obviously I had Cora and Logan and a bunch of the Yukari people in there, but then also I was talking with Joe a little bit, I was talking with some other people, trying to like form some alliances. Brandon, he lives in the same dorm building as me, so we're both friends. So I knew him also. So we were just trying to build something up early on. It kind of worked, it kind of didn't.
In episode 4, the first thing the castaways encountered was the first team swap of the season. You got split from Ukari and joined the boys of Bonobo, which included Silas, Joe, Logan, Blaine, Michael, and Evan. How did you feel about this brand new team and how they performed so well with all the challenges that night?
That team might have been the greatest of all time. I'm not even gonna lie. That team, I feel it was so perfect because we had so many athletic people and so many knowledgeable people, and then me and Logan were great at puzzles. Joe's a well of knowledge. And we had all of the other people that were just all so athletic, and it just was perfect. And we had such a good run on that team. It was great.
In episode 5, at the beginning, we saw several castaways jump into the pool before the very first challenge began to search for ducks with goggles. What were your thoughts about those castaways taking the leap of faith to find the ducks?
They were definitely brave. I actually told Logan to go get a duck because I didn't want to, because I didn't want to get wet yet. So me and I think it was me and Evan were standing by the pool, and Logan was there, and I was like, Logan, go and get that duck because I'm pretty sure it's a thing. And he was like, all right. So he dived down, grabbed it like within a second. It was so fast.
In episode 5, another team swap occurred, and this time you joined the new Gibbon with Michael, Logan, Joe, and Hope. Thoughts about that new group at that moment?
It was just basically the same team. I'm not even gonna lie. It was basically like I stayed with Logan the entire time on Survivor. It was actually crazy. But that team was basically the same. Like the essence of that team was basically the same. And then we had Hope come in, and she was great. and it worked out really well for the one episode that we had together. So
You won the Cannonball Largest Splash Challenge as well as the Kickboard Tug of War against Scott. Tell us about those two challenges and why you felt you did so well.
Well, for the Cannonball, I just tried to get as high as possible and displace as much water as possible. So I guess I was pretty good doing that. I actually didn't think I did that good until I resurfaced and everyone was clapping. I was like, oh, I guess that was pretty good. I even had people on the other teams rooting for me to win, which was kind of surprising. And then against Scott, a mix of trying to like counter his pushes, because like I feel like everyone's strategy was like the pull and then push the board. And when he tried the pull, I tried the push, and it just worked out where I had the upper hand.
In the first challenge, Tire Crawl Relay, tell us what you did in it to help your team win.
Well, first, I was one of the runners to go get the bags, and I assembled a 6-letter word. Credit to Hayden for that one, because he actually was the one that somehow guessed that the word would be gibbon. So I was able to get it pretty fast, because Hayden was like, oh, it's probably going to be gibbon. And I was like, oh, I guess you're right. And then I was one of the people who crawled under with Mike and Logan. We crawled under the nets and around. So that was my part in that one. Not too much, but I feel like it was definitely a pretty good part of the challenge.
In the Sand Volleyball Challenge, Gibbon lost initially to Ukari, but then won against the Sula. What made playing 3-on-3 in the sand more challenging?
It's definitely not being able, I feel like in sand you're not as mobile as you are on ground. It's just kind of difficult to get footing and jump around and stuff like that. So that was a big part of it, just trying to play where you're supposed to play and hit the ball when it comes to you. So that was like the biggest part of it.
In the third challenge, the Bamboo Squares, your team tied for last place and headed to Tribal Council. How did you all decide that Michael was going to be the one voted out?
We just saw that he was a strong player and that maybe it would be get him out, because we knew the merge was coming soon. We didn't know when. We knew it was going to come soon. And we figured he's a strong player. Maybe we should just try to get him out now while he's ahead.
In Episode 7 at Redmond Stadium, tell us about your experience doing all the field goal kicking, javelin tossing, and kendama ball race.
Well, with the field goal kicking, I didn't expect very much from that because I'm not very good at kicking. I never played soccer and I never played football. With the javelin toss, I was pretty confident with that one. I thought I could maybe try to figure out like the technique to throw far, but I guess I really didn't. For the last one, it was really just luck. I just got pretty lucky with how I flung the ball up onto the cup, and marching band helped a little bit with that one with the stable walking. I was able to like walk pretty stably, not have it fall. So that was really all that for that one.
In Episode 7, how did you approach the voting process with 19 players all attending Tribal Council together for the first time? Were you surprised that it was Michael voted out again?
It was that whole thing, just that new experience was definitely rough. A lot more people talking to each other than like ever has before. So it was definitely new. I was a little surprised that Michael got voted off. I was more surprised that there was a lot more votes for Brandon than I thought. It was just a lot of people, a lot of big groups, a lot of small groups, a lot of people talking to each other. Like you never know what's happening kinda, because some people could say something to people and not say it to you, or other way around. And it's a whole maze of like social talking, I guess.
Episode 7, you were on the losing white team for the turf bucket ball derby by only 2 points. What was the team's strategy going into that challenge?
The teams definitely had a very similar strategy. It was just go for the nines, because it's obvious. Getting one ball in the 9 versus getting like 2 balls or like getting 2 balls in like lower numbers, or getting 1 ball in the 9s. It's just worth it more to get 1 ball in the 9s. It was just, that whole challenge was so unfortunate, because like the fact that we were down by 2 points, just it hurt so bad, because there's like any one person could have did one thing differently and it would have changed like what happened basically. So it's just so unfortunate, but it was a tough loss, heartbreaking defeat, but it's fine and we got through it.
So now that you are the first member of this season's jury, what are you looking for in the winner?
I want someone that, you know, plays the game. Like not to say that like some people aren't playing the game, but I want someone that has good strategy. Strategy is a big thing to me, because like it's okay. You could backstab some people a little bit. You could play the game how it's meant to be played. So that's kind of who I'm looking for. I'm looking for someone that actually deserves it, that like didn't like kind of sit on the sidelines and kind of let everything pass them by. more like was active and took risks, and because the more you put people's names out there, the more your name gets put out there. So I want someone that like takes risks.
What did you learn about yourself by participating in Survivor Bloomsburg Season 3?
I learned that I could run a decent amount at least, but also it was more like a social thing that I guess I could mesh with certain people well, and like this big group of people, I can mesh with a big group of people well. And I always knew I was good with puzzles. I always knew I was good with more strategy things, but I guess the application of that, like that's a weird skill to like apply in everyday life. So it was very interesting seeing like the application of like strategy and like puzzle skills and stuff like that.
What do you feel makes the Survivor Bloomsburg experience so unique and fun to do, or even watch as a spectator?
It's definitely cool seeing all these people of all grades, of all different like majors and reasons of being at this school come together and like do something fun. And it's really interesting because then you see them around while it's not Tuesdays. And you see them around like at a dining hall or just around campus and stuff, and you see them, you all say hi. It's just an interesting thing.
Is there anyone you would like to thank who is supporting you in this campus competition? Got any shout-outs? Shout out to Logan, who's still in the challenge. If you could tell other students why they should consider applying for next year's Survivor Bloomsburg Season 4, what would you tell them?
I'll tell them it's definitely a fun experience. It's just, you just do it. It's like just a couple hours on a Tuesday night. It's not like it matters too much. It's all fun. It's all fun. It's fun games. It's very well put together. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts. Overall, Survivor was a really fun experience. Met some pretty cool people. Special shout out Joe and Logan for being really cool people in Survivor. It was really fun. Just the experience in general. Really best of luck to all of them out there. Even the ones that voted me off, because I respect it low-key. I low-key respect it.